Meghan's royal tour success. How Duchess won over royal fans on her first tour. Meghan Markle has won over royal fans during her whirlwind first tour, packed full of surprises at every turn, according to an Australian royal expert. With 76 engagements kicking off with the blindsiding announcement of the Duchess' pregnancy, this had been a royal tour like no other. Even seasoned royal correspondents have been left exhausted and in awe of Meghan's work ethic, despite a number of pitfalls including warnings against traveling while pregnant. Writing for Australian news website, Honey, an exhausted Juliette Rieden told of how this tour has seen the royal couple gain an international seal of approval, while sending her circadian rhythms into meltdown. She said, "As a seasoned royal correspondent, I like to think I'm well versed in the madness and mayhem of royal tours, but this inaugural Commonwealth love-in with the Duke and Duchess of Sussex had surprises at every turn and a pace that has sent my circadian rhythms into meltdown. It started with a baby announcement that blindsided us all." While the tabloids have been on bump watch since the couple announced their engagement, no one really believed that Meghan would embark on a 16-day marathon tour with 76 engagements while pregnant. Even the UK royal watchers weren't in on this secret, which is saying something. Of course, pregnant women works is not the stuff of headlines. This is 2018 after all. But the royal couple weren't just touring Australia and New Zealand. Fiji and Tonga were an important part of the itinerary, nations beloved by Her Majesty who were aching for a royal visit, especially one from the House of Windsor's new super couple. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry kick-started their first royal tour as a married couple, landing in Sydney, Australia on Tuesday, October 16. But the determined Duchess began the trip as she meant to go on, attending an engagement despite suffering from the double whammy of jet lag and pregnancy. She'd woke up at 4:30 am to do some yoga, telling a group at Bondi Beach that yoga was so good for healing your mind. Days later the crowd went wild for the Duchess as Harry and Meghan received a joyous welcome at the delayed opening ceremony of the fourth-ever Invictus Games. The pair still beamed with joy despite an electrical storm sparking chaos in Sydney earlier the same day. But as Meghan started to flag and skipped some of the pair's planned engagements, so questions were raised as to whether the Duchess would be able to visit Fiji and Tonga at all, with World Health Organization advises against pregnant women traveling to those countries due to the Zika virus. After Harry faced a bumpy ride to Fraser Island to unveil a plaque alone, royal fans were certain that the Duchess would pull out on a visit to Fiji altogether. But Ms. Rieden praised Meghan for proving spectators wrong and going ahead with an incredible trip to Fiji and seemingly being totally unfazed by the Aussies. The royal pair joined an exhibition with Princess Angelica of Tonga on the 11th day of the tour, who called the couple an inspiration to the youth of the Commonwealth for shining a light on youth empowerment. Meghan braved blistering heat, storms, mosquitoes and even a raucous flight miss landing on their return back to Sydney. Her and Harry's modern, tactile approach and the way they interact with crowds during their Oceania tour has also been hailed. Royal expert Richard Fitzwilliams previously described a tremendous amount of enthusiasm seen towards Harry and Meghan during their visit. He said, "The way they communicate with young people and children is enchanting to see. What they are projecting is a representation of a monarchy who have meaning particularly for young people and particularly for dealing with issues." For Meghan, it is female empowerment and diversity. With Harry of course there has been a lot about conservation.